Lieutenant Chupak, what is wrong with you?
It's a coup. Your second sister wants to usurp the throne. His Majesty has been assassinated.
What? Second sister? She killed...
Grey Knight, run! Take her with you. That mad woman will exterminate all successors to the throne. Hurry!
What the hell are you doing? Wait, I mean, she did, but I don't know what the right answer is here, really. If this woman, wait, no, hold on. Did she start the fire, or did she plan it? I feel like she should die either way. Grey Knight, my most trusted one. I believe in no one but you, and this is how you repay me. You release those traitors. The traitorous army has almost breached this place. If it weren't for you, would they even have a chance to rise again? I once thought that in this world there was at least one person I could trust, but it appears that I was too naive. Retainers, do it. Good. Grey Knight, I still have a question for you. I've done so much good in Penacony, and I'm willing to return to my kingdom to face judgment. Will this atone for my sins? No.
You got that right. Atonement? How do you intend to do that? You think the tens of millions you've butchered will find peace just because you apparently made peace for your sins? You think evil will disappear with your death? All a person can do is pay the price, and you will do just that. That much is enough. But don't think for a moment that your sins will be erased just because you've made peace. You are not worthy.
I thought that last time when I said that we were going to be doing the companion quest, it seems to be I was wrong, because I forgot that we had this side quest over here. So we need to do this side quest first. I still haven't eaten today. Anyway. The man before you has not noticed your presence. You do not blame him. You find your eyes tracing his chiseled jawline and becoming immersed in the glow of his residual radiance. You almost lose yourself. My apologies. I was preoccupied and did not notice you there. Are you here for an autograph too? Just a moment. You seem familiar. Familiar? You look pretty grown up to me. You're not still a minor, are you? This is Leslie Dean, a galactic superstar of Epsilon. How could you just say he seems familiar? There is no need to get carried away. The cosmos is vast, and we all come from different environments. We'll all be exposed to different things in life. I am merely a regular actor, far from the level of a superstar that can illuminate the entire universe. He's so eloquent. He's so modest. Oh, why is everything going dark? Please, excuse this terrible force of habit. I simply assumed that you were here for an autograph. I will not wish to seem arrogant. Please, accept my apologies. You're too polite to be famous. What are you saying? Look at this autograph. How can someone forge this? This must be the real Leslie. The young lady is right. I was suspicious at first, but when I saw this elegant signature, I was sure. I knew the eons would not be so blind as to follow a rising star to come crashing down so soon. Crashing down? I see you don't really know anything about this. I happen to have a newspaper cutting from the incident. Read for yourself. Well, you carried even in a dream? I didn't realize you were that kind of crazy fan. Don't tease me. The snippet is here. Take a look for yourself. Do you understand now? They said that Leslie was gone, but they were wrong. The true Leslie Dean is right here, standing right before our eyes. This is unbelievable. Now that you mention it, Mr. Dean, this may be a rude question, but how did you escape the accident? I'm sorry I can't help my curiosity.
There's nothing rude about this, miss. This is not my first time being asked this in a dream. The engine of the Nebula's N cruise ship that I was aboard malfunctioned completely without warning, causing an explosion. Logically, my chances of survival were almost zero. At that moment, I did lose consciousness. It was a long time before I opened my eyes again. For a split second, I really thought I had ascended to heaven. That was until a young, kind nurse by my side informed me that I had survived a terrible accident. This was the moment I realized that the world around me was in fact real. I was told when the explosion occurred, there was a spaceship named the Knights of Beauty that happened to be passing by Nebula's End. At that night, a heroic knight boldly charged into the scene of the disaster, without concern for his own safety, in search for signs of remaining life. Finally, he found me. Unfortunately, I was the only one that he found. As for the many souls that deserve to be rescued aboard Nebula's End, may they rest in peace.
I would expect no less. Even the beauty cannot allow someone as perfect as Mr. Dean to just leave us so easily.
Could that have been Argenti? Regrettably, though I survived, the accident has caused irreparable damage to my body. I am unable to continue with my acting career. What's more, my life under the stage lights has been long since exhausted me both mentally and physically, so I simply requested that information be concealed from the outside world, so I may continue living a normal life. That was when someone reminded me of the existence of Penacony. In this dream world, I am able to return my life as Leslie Dean, as I was once, and forgot the pain that this tragedy inflicted on me. Being able to meet you all here who continue to support me as ever, my heart feels truly joyous and blessed. Leslie Dean raises his slender finger to gently wipe a pearlescent teardrop from his eye. To your side, you hear a number of fans, including the Intelligent, gasp in unison. The charisma and charm that he emanates with his every move and captivating, filled with emotion yet unaffected and unrestrained. You start to understand how the name Leslie Dean has come to resonate across the galaxy. I have a friend that would really like your autograph. Of course. What is your friend's name? Jupiter Free. Jupiter Free. A delightful name. Jupiter Free. May the stars shine to light your path. Yours faithfully, Leslie Dean. There we are. I wish that you and your friend be in good spirits from this day forth, Miss... You obtained the autograph of the galactic superstar Leslie Dean. You were unsure of what receiving an autograph in a dream actually means, but you are still extremely excited. Tick-tock! Over here, quickly! Oh man, my clocky voice is gone. Tick-tock! There was something off about that person! You mean Leslie? Yes, that's him! My instincts are razor sharp. That person is missing something. As soon as someone is missing something, they can no longer be called a complete person. Tick-tock! An incomplete person? How terrible! Jupiter, we have to think of a way to help him!
Like dandelions. Gone.
It's you, Miss Jupiter. How do you know it's me? I'm so happy I got the chance to meet with you in the City of Dreams. Sorry, as you can see, I'm a little busy. If you're interested, perhaps we could talk property a little later.
I think I said property. Mr. Leslie, what's wrong?
Do you feel unwell? No, things like that shouldn't happen inside a dream. My apologies, everyone. I suddenly feel I do not know how to put it into words, but I feel terrible. I do not wish to rain on your parade, but I think I may need a little space.
Are you tired? Shall we leave it here for today? We have pestered you long enough already.
I agree. I'm so sorry, Mr. Leslie. I hope that you feel better soon. Leslie Dean's brow scrunched up and began to twitch gently. Your actions seemed to have cast him into some unknown pain and sadness. Seemed to have sensed your presence, he forced himself to open his eyes. You're still here, Miss Jupiter Free. My apologies, I don't know what is happening to me.
Describe how you feel. Let me help you.
Just now, suddenly, without warning, it felt like I had been struck with a bullet that tunneled through my chest, leaving an invisible hole.
When it went through my chest, my existence seemed to lose all sense of reality. I started to feel like I'd never even been alive. All the memories in my mind suddenly seemed completely false. It was as if someone had forcibly implemented them inside me, like they didn't belong to me. How should I explain this feeling? It was as like I had been cast into a corridor of paintings. All of these paintings recorded my past experiences. But no matter how vivid the scenery was in the picture, I still felt like a complete outsider, like an onlooker, trespassing in this gallery. Perhaps all those images that were recorded did actually happen, but I just can't seem to connect those memories of the person that I am now. Perhaps I've spent so long reveling in the golden hour that the boundaries between dreams and reality are starting to blur. You should seek help. But who should I go to? I know this may sound a little scary, Miss Jupiter, but I fear I may have forgotten how to wake up. What do you mean? Well, I'm literally stuck in this place and totally clueless about how to leave this dream. Reality is so frail and fleeting that a single breeze can scatter it like a dandelion in the wind. This was one of my lines in the movie Ancient Dreams of Distant Stars. It feels very appropriate in my current situation. Miss Jupiter Free, if we can move freely between dreams and reality, would you be able to consult with a family representative in the real world? I do not wish to spend the rest of my days submerged in a dream, giving my all to play the part of someone else's shadow. I can imagine nothing more tragic. Miss Jupiter Free, I wish to save myself. Will you help me? We might actually end up leaving that companion quest for when the next update rolls around.
Where to now? You can actually... Greetings! Is there...
Leslie Dean needs help. Leslie Dean? I know that name. I remember. Isn't it the name of a superstar that passed away? When you say he needs help, you mean... This is not good. A client query experienced an irregularity to the point that they would describe it as forgetting how to wake up. I shall inform a member of the family staff. I'm sure they will handle this situation appropriately. Thank you very much for providing this information, Miss Jupiter. Was Sally about to say the Bloodhound family? I have a bad feeling about this. I should return to the dream and check in on Leslie.
It's getting late. Where to now?
It ain't getting late enough.
Please do not. Not enough credits left?
Not enough cash, stranger. Help me. Someone's calling for help? Let's go and take a look. It's Leslie. Someone's trying to take Mr. Leslie away. Those thugs came out of nowhere and came rushing down the street. They just took him away without saying a word, and then they ran away. I'm begging you, you have to help him. Who are you? Well, what do you want? This is a dream. You can't take things you steal in a dream back to the reality with you. Are you certain this is the anomaly? I'm certain. The existence here has already violated multiple conditions in the dream arrangement. Understood. Begin the removal process. What are you doing? This is bad. I have to stop them. Who is this? It doesn't matter. Interfering with family enforcement is a breach of the dream agreement. They must be removed along with the anomaly. Damn, bro. Sounds like a you problem, not me.
Get them!
Rules are made to be broken.
One.
Yeah!
Leave it to me.
Unworthy. Blade of Moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame. I can do this! This is our chance. Yeah.
Let's begin. Hut. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Pop. I'm in your debt, Miss Jupiter. If you had not rescued me, I don't know what they would have done to me. Before you arrived, I overheard them mention a room number. Room 1007. Could that be the hotel room that I entered the dream from? They kept saying something about a dream anomaly. What on earth could that mean? I don't know how to wake up, and I can't remember the room number I entered the dream from. Maybe there was something wrong with me. Maybe they were here to wake you up? Really? I wouldn't be so certain. If that were the case, why would they have been so violent? The family would not normally treat guests in such a way. I must confess to you, Miss Jupiter, I'm very scared. I'm scared that I will be faced with a terrifying reality when I awaken. I am also afraid to lose the consciousness that I have now. At least now I can see, hear, and sense the world around me. Who knows what kind of changes my body has undergone in reality? Even if I know that this is a dream, so what? This dream world is realistic enough for many people to become immersed and feel alive. Is it not? With every dream comes an awakening. You're right, but... As we fall silent for a moment, he lowers his head slightly. As his slender eyebrows droop, his eyes that radiate warmth and greatness become hidden from sight as his handsome face becomes half devoured by the blue shadows. It would be a lie to say I was not concerned with my real self in the slightest. I still remember the last time I met you in the dream, Miss Jupiter. I said I wanted to save myself. However, after you left, I calmed down and began to think in greater depth. I began to question whether or not this fantasy of mine really needed to be shattered. I have everything that I need here. Everything I lost in the real world has been given to me once more in this dream. Dreams and reality, truth and falsehoods. Must we separate them so clearly? I'm willing to believe that the person you see before you is my true form. I don't wish to believe that in reality I am nothing more than a deformed body, covered in scars. It is your life and your decision. Thank you. You really are a dear friend. Leslie raises his head. Inside his wax gaze, you catch a glimpse of determination. Room 1007. Perhaps you could find time to take a look at what happened there. If you happen to learn of the truth, I shall leave it up to you whether or not to share it with me. Right now I find myself racked with incessant anxiety. I cannot bring myself to calm down and carefully consider my future. You are my savior, so I trust your judgment. For now I should find a discreet corner and lay low. I don't want to find myself in trouble again. The other locked room.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Why isn't there a
Shaken, not stirred.
I'm sure I put him.
You found it. Room 1007. The room that Leslie Dean mentioned. It is possible that the truth behind the cosmic star lies beyond this door. Perhaps he has fallen into a deep sleep from which he cannot wake. No answer. You sense that something is not right. If something were to happen to a great man like Leslie Dean, the family would not likely just ignore it. Considering the way the family treated Leslie Dean inside the dream, getting them involved may not be a good idea. That is if they haven't already taken action. Oh, that's nice. Alright. You try turning the door handle, with only a paltry amount of hope in your heart. The door is unlocked, but there is no guest to be found sleeping inside. Let me take a look and investigate. There's a stack of pictures of Leslie Dean on the hotel floor, and some of them have this personal autograph on them. Would someone really carry this many pictures on their person? You can't help but ask yourself, maybe this cosmic star is just self-obsessed. At first, you could not understand why paper checks would still exist in a world like Penacony. But having read what was on the paper, you understood having this string of numbers printed on each note especially was a sign of the family's dwindling patience. The guests staying in this room already nearly 2 weeks behind its payments. It seems that the family's attitude in treating overdue guests is more lenient than you imagined. Is Leslie Dean's situation already so dire that he can no longer afford the room fee? This would not be as surprising, as news about stars going bankrupt pops up in the international peace broadcasts almost daily. There's a movie playing on the television. Quick cuts and dazzling special effects quickly overwhelm your senses. After a series of shocking scenes featuring exploding warships, a close-up of Leslie Dean's handsome face takes the screen. It seems that he's playing a warship pilot, likely a heroic figure that played a critical role in the long drawn-out interstellar energy war. Someone whose name people remember well. You see his name in the subtitles, Captain Cromwell. In this tense showdown, he seems to be engaged in a war of words with the sly IPC elite. This has nothing to do with the peace the IPC has offered. The Sixth Fleet position on this matter cannot be changed by price, if it goes against our values. I understand that you value your contracts and your honor, but I implore you to think carefully about this. Are you sure that the people on your ship share your firm beliefs, Captain? You have no family, no children, no one to be concerned for, so you battle for your beliefs. You would even take them to your grave. But what about them? Do they feel the same? You imagine to make yourself a martyr and a hero. But do not forget, when it comes down to it, you are no more than just a group of mercenaries, warmongers that settle matters for credits. Do not think the afterlife has a place for you, Captain. I've never believed in life after death, Mr. Thompson. Nor do I believe that you believe in ideas that you spout. You do not understand me, let alone the men by my side. There is one thing you should have understood by now. The reason that I am the person sitting here in discussion with you is not because I am the so-called captain, but because I am the only person that can withstand your obsession with money. Honestly, it's taking all of my strength not to spit in your face. I will give you 5 minutes to take your paper scraps and get lost back to your ship. Tell the IPC directors, the Sixth Fleet shall visit Pier Point one day. There is an envelope laying at the bottom of the dream device, with no signature or markings on it. You slide your fingers into the already torn open envelope and pull out a yellow-tinged letter. The letter is covered in dense, scribbled writing. It took a while for the synthesized beacon to be able to translate it. Yep. Yep. It ain't him. There's a lot of information in here. Let's summarize the main points. The person that lives here is not Leslie Dean. The real Leslie Dean died long ago. However, his memories have been preserved as memoria. A group of Leslie's fans had found a way to pool their funds and purchase his memories, taking it with them into Penacony. Then they entered the dream as a group and connected their individual consciousnesses networks to recreate the image of Leslie Dean through the Synthestasia dreamscape. The Leslie that I met in the dream, though infused with the memories of that cosmic star, was nothing more than just a fabricated fantasy. So the owner of this room must be... Who is it in the room? Ah. Who are you? The gentleman living in this room should have been... he should have already checked out of his room. Did I forget to lock it after I finished cleaning? Where did the guests in this room go? This gentleman has already left Penacony. He... Tell me. I won't tell anyone. Okay, I beg you, please don't tell anyone else about this, or I know the family will deem me negligent in my duties, forbid me from ever dreaming again. I heard that this client was forced to leave as he was behind on his room fees. He had been in Penacony for a very long time, but he didn't look like a rich man to me. Many people were willing to pay any price to experience the dreamscape. They go as far as to spend every penny to their name just to be in Penacony. Honestly, this is not my first time seeing a client like this, and I've not been here overly long. Have I told you everything I can? If you don't mind, could you please leave this place? I need to hurry up and tidy this room. There are other guests that wish to move in. The client in this room was forced to leave, having exhausted all their savings. With the letter I read before, I could assume that they were one of the fans that assisted in reconstructing the image of Leslie Dean. I wonder if this will affect Leslie in any way. I should return to the dream and check on him. Look, I can still find this stuff to be catchy tunes. Don't mean I gotta like the place.
It's getting late. Where to now?
If this place is able to be taking memories, then we're definitely gonna see some memories for March. You've returned, Jupiter Free. I was hoping that I could muster more of a friendly attitude, but I don't know why. I've been feeling dazed and nauseous since what happened before. I cannot seem to muster any energy. I hope you can understand. I think I know why. The fact you've come back to see me, does this mean that you've come to some understanding of my situation in reality? Please, tell me the truth, Miss Jupiter. I think I am ready to accept it. No matter how hard a reality it is to accept. You mean I don't actually exist? Leslie's once glistening eyes suddenly lose their brilliance, as his face fades from the color of golden wheat to pale, then to pure white. Veins on the other side of his graceful neck begin to protrude as his pulse becomes visible to the naked eye. You suddenly realize that this moment of despair weighs on him as heavy as a century of suffering. But his downtrodden demeanor does not last long. Just as the last glint of light is about to fade from his eyes, a new flame kindles in his pupils. Thank you, Miss Jupiter. The truth was extremely important to me. I understand now why those memories that were supposed to belong to me felt so distant and strange. I finally understand. I am the Leslie Dean that exists inside other people's ideals. Yet I am far from being the man himself. The reason for my existence is to take his place, but I could never become him. Many people are still paying a price to maintain the existence of this body of mine. They are paying with their finances, their time, their lives, and even themselves. However, Miss Jupiter, I wish to know, do you think that treasuring the memories of someone who has already passed is worth such a lofty price to the living? That is up to them to decide. You are correct. That is their decision. But I do not wish to sit idly by. It was not my personal will that I would appear in this place, though I could not decide when I came I would like to make my own decision on when I go. Jupiter, would you help me once more? I wish to summon the people that created me. No matter how sweet the dream, delving in too deep will only lead to suffocation. I should help them face the realities.
Cause every